Officer Day, would you open up for us, please?
The state of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robinson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Mamet, what brings you here today?
This is Michigan First and Christy Bailey.
Okay, I think I have Ms. Bailey.
Excellent. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Oh, living the dream, you know. Woke up on this side of the dirt this morning, so can't complain.
That's great. All right. She's connecting the audio now. All right, we are on the record. This is file number 22187-752. Michigan First Credit Union versus Christy Bailey. Date and time for objection to garnishment. Your appearance.
Your Honor, Michael T. Mamet, PA 11031 on behalf of plaintiff.
What is your name, ma'am?
Christy Bailey.
You are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
Your Honor, very quickly, if I may.
Sir.
The document we received is blank. There's no stated objection and there's no attachment.
Yeah,
So I would suggest that any oral argument presented by the defendant prejudices plaintiff at this time, as we would have been denied our right to file a written response. I don't know if the court would consider adjourning this and allowing the defendant to actually file a proper objection, or if it would like to proceed.
Let's proceed and let's see what her objection is.
No.
What is the basis, ma'am, of your objection to garnishment?
I didn't get all the paperwork that I wanted to get, and then the account that's on there is a minor child account. When they took the money from my son's account, which is he worked in his prom season. Plus, I had a lot of hardship. I didn't think that I had all the necessary paperwork. Like, I didn't know. I just didn't know. I didn't have all the paperwork in time.
I don't understand what you mean, ma'am. You don't have
the guard, huh?
You don't have what paperwork?
Like the garnishment, I never knew of the garnishment until after it happened.
Well, that's the way the process works. Do you have any other objection to garnishment?
I had a lot of hardships. So when I did call them to set up the information to start a payment plan, the paperwork seemed like it was incorrect at the time because I called them to set up a payment plan.
Well, okay. Do you have any other basis for your objection to garnishment?
Besides that wasn't my account, my son's account, besides the hardship that I had, but besides that, I didn't get the paperwork and it was incorrect.
Thank you. Mr.
That's
Mapp,
it.
your response.
Your Honor, inability to pay her hardship is not a defense. And as long as her name was on a minor child's account, they're commingled funds and they're unprotected or unexempt and up for grabs.
Yeah, ma'am, two things. When there are joint accounts, they can be seized. Secondly, your claim that you have financial hardship is something that we understand as human beings, but it's not a valid legal basis for an objection to garnishment. Finally, your claim that you did not get the paperwork about the garnishment until afterwards, that's the way the process works. You have a judgment against you. The judgment creditor, here the plaintiff, files a writ of garnishment to the garnishee defendant, here the bank, and they say, we have a judgment against Ms. Bailey. Do you have any money that belongs to her? The garnishee defendant has two obligations. They are obligated to tell the others, garnishee plaintiff, yes, I do, or no, I don't have money from Ms. Bailey. And it is their obligation, not the obligation of the plaintiff, to advise you. The process is designed that you don't learn about the garnishment until there has been a service of the writ of garnishment. You have failed to state a valid objection to garnishment. That objection to garnishment must therefore be denied. You, of course, ma'am, have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days of today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. I'll send out an order to you both. Thank you both for coming in. We are off the record.
Your Honor, can I get a quick breakout room? If she's interested in setting up a.
I just removed her.
Oh, no,
Sorry.
not a problem. I'll give her a call. Thank you. Judge.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
I just removed it. 061 Darren Williams. I don't see that name. Mr. Perry. William Hill. So stupid. Oh. All right. We are on the record calling file number 07138-038. The file is entitled Asset Acceptance versus Alex Studevant. Could I have your appearances?
Yes, sir. William Hill, P 28608, appearing as coverage counsel today for plaintiff.
And what is your name? Hello? Where's
Looks
she
like it just got disconnected from audio.
go? Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get it back here.
Yeah.
No audio, ma'am. Hello? I got it, I think now. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. What is your name?
All right. My name is Vanita Studevant. Dad, you need to come here. And Alex Studevant Jr. is my father.
Okay,
And-
put him on.
All right. Come sit next to me, Dad.
We are on the record calling file number 07138-038, Asset Acceptance versus Alex Studevant. Date and time for objection to garnishment. Your appearance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, Mr. Hill, give me your appearance again.
Yes, Your Honor. William Hill, P 28608, appearing as coverage counsel for plaintiff today.
All right, Mr. Studevant, hello, are you Alex Studevant?
I'm Alex Studevant Jr.
Sir, you are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
What?
Why do
So-
you object to the garnishment?
You've
No.
never had that account.
I never had that account.
Don't know nothing about
I
that.
don't know nothing about that card.
I can speak more to it if you.
I'm gonna let my daughter finish.
Oh, is she a lawyer licensed to practice law in the state of Michigan?
Yeah, she a
No,
lot.
no, I'm not a
Are
lawyer,
you
but
his guardian?
yes,
Appointed guardian.
yes, I am.
All right.
All right, come on, come on.
All right. How are you?
Stop right now. What is your name?
My name is Vanita Studevant.
And where are you appointed his guardian?
I take care of him. I'm
No,
his,
ma'am, that's not what I asked you. I'm asking you a court-appointed guardian.
oh, court appointed guardian.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
no, I just take care of him.
Well, ma'am, if you're not a lawyer and you're not his court-appointed guardian, you can't speak for him.
Okay, all righty.
I'll speak.
Sir, tell me why you object to this garnishment.
I've never owned that account.
Okay. Do you have any other basis other than it's not your account?
That's right. I don't have any.
Okay. Mr. Hill,
You know, this is an old case, very old case. There was a default judgment taken back in 03. See. 07, okay, it was renewed. All right, original creditor was a Providian.
Okay.
And there was a Providian credit card that was issued in the year 2000. And a default judgment was taken and it was renewed. That's the only information. I tried to look it up on the ROA today. The ROA is down for maintenance. I tried to check last night and today. The only information I have is that a default judgment was taken. There is presently owing, okay, with interest, $12,242.48. And that's the only info that I can obtain from it. But it looks like a valid judgment was issued and renewed.
Well, I never had that account. I never.
Even on your credit report, that account was not on.
okay, well, couple things. I'm prepared to rule here. I'm looking at the register of action for this file. It appears
Okay.
that the defendant was personally served on Washburn Street, same address that was used, I note, in the objection to garnish. Excuse me, man, don't interrupt me.
You
The
think
defendant was personally served back on September 30 of 2007.
Were never served.
Same address here that he's used on his pleadings today. Judgment by default was entered on, looks like November 20th of 2007, and that judgment was again renewed on June 18th. Sir, you may not use the objection to garnishment, which is the only matter before the court today, to claim there's something wrong with the underlying judgment. You have therefore failed to state a valid objection to garnishment. The court has no discretion. The objection must be denied. Michigan Court Rule 3.101K is very explicit. You cannot use the objection to garnishment to say there's something wrong with the underlying judgment. If you fail to state a valid objection to garnishment, the objection to garnishment must be denied. Sir, you have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. The court will send out an order to you both today. Thank you both for coming in. We are off the record.
wait a minute.
What is it, sir?
I never had a account.
Sir, I heard what you said. And as I told you, the court rule says you may not use the objection to garnishment as a method of saying there's something wrong with the underlying judgment, which is what you're saying.
I never.
Got an order today, and you could have challenged my order. You have 21 days to file your appeal in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Thank you for coming in. You are off the record.
Don't jump off. Let me say something. I'll let you talk now. Let me talk.
Sir, what do you want to say?
I never had.
Sir, you said that 3 times. Thank you. We're off the record. Mr. Hill, you have anything else?
No, sir. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Mr. Feynman, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
What file do
I'm
you have today?
LVNV Funding LLC versus Jasmine Farley.
Okay, I believe I have her. Jasmine Bryce. She's connecting to audio at this point.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is a case ending in 330.
063.
Oh, 063. I picked up the wrong file. Okay. Okay, I have one of those too.
Okay.
Hello?
Good
Hello?
morning.
All
Good
right,
morning.
we are on the record. This is case number 20146-063. LVNV Funding versus Jasmine Farley. Date and time for objection to garnishment. Your respective appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gary Feynman appearing on behalf of LVNV Funding LLC, P411655.
And what is your name, ma'am?
My name is Jasmine Farley.
Ms. Farley, you are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
The basis of my objection of garnishment, well, starting off, I see that my state taxes were withheld for this collections, which is completely fine. I was trying to object for that, and I'm guessing it was not object, just to stop the actual garnishment to place to make payments on it. And I guess the paperwork that I was filing was incorrect. I should have had an attorney. I'm sorry, this is new for me. But now the objection is because when I came down there, they said that it was sent over to my bank for garnishment as well, but I didn't receive anything from my bank. So I just wanted to hopefully just move forward with the installment plans of the $50 per month, if possible.
Do you have any other basis for your objection to garnishment?
Yes, because I mean, I can't afford to pay the full amount because I'm a single mom and all of that good stuff, and I am working. I would love to pay off this balance as quickly as possible, even if I can pay more than the $50 every month. I will, but that's really it.
Mr. Feynman.
Your Honor, as you know, installment payment orders only apply to wage garnishments. And this is not a wage garnishment. This is a garnishment of JP Morgan Chase Bank. Therefore, the objection is invalid and the garnishment should stand.
Yeah. You asked for and you received, ma'am, an installment payment order.
Yes.
But the installment payment only protects wages. It doesn't protect bank accounts. It doesn't protect state income tax refunds, lottery winnings, or anything else. So while the installment payment order protects your wages, it does not prevent seizure of other property that belongs to you. You have failed to state about an objection to garnishment. You, of course, have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That objection to garnishment is going to have to be denied because the installment payment order that you have only protects wages. So I will send out an order to you both today denying the objection to garnishment. Ma'am, you have 21 days to file an appeal in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have anything else, Mr. Feynman?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's your only case. All right. So I got. Hello,
Hello?
what is your name?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Deron Williams.
Deron Williams.
Yes, sir.
All right, I have your opponent here. 6. All right. This is file number 06143565. Daimler Chrysler Finance versus Deron Williams. Date and time for objection to garnishment. Appearances, please.
Alexander Sarhan, P77252 on behalf of plaintiff. Thank
And
you, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. And your name again, sir?
Deron Williams.
Mr. Williams, you are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
The basis, Your Honor, is that it was actually charged off my credit report, and the first writ was done September 7th, 2006, and from that point to 2016, it looked like they applied every 182 days for the writ. From 2016 to this point, a motion wasn't filed, and also I was never not once contacted. And I also noticed that the address that my current employer, which I just been employed there since October, that they submitted was a country club, and I haven't lived there since 06, 05, 06, I'm sorry. And I've never received any type of anything.
Let me hear from you. Have anything else you want to say, sir?
I'm sorry.
I'm asking you if you have any other objection to garnishment that you haven't told me.
No, I haven't.
All right, let me hear from Mr. Sarhan.
Your Honor, regarding this matter, this was a judgment that was entered on April 17th of 2007. It was subsequently renewed on September the 6th of 2016. In a typical fashion, collection matters and efforts have been taken. There have been a couple of garnishment funds that were received over the years, 2007, and then just recently. And of course, we do our best to locate a good address, but of course, there's only so much you can do based on, postals and things like that. And of course, there were attempts to reach out regarding settlements or payments or things like that. But as far as objection to garnishment, none of those seem to be valid.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Williams?
Yes, I've never paid anything. I've never received any type of notice or anything. I've never received it. I haven't lived in that address since the early 2000s, and I've never paid my taxes. I filed last year. Nothing was taken out of my taxes regarding any type of garnishment or any other previous year. Like I said, I had that truck in 2004 or 2005. Yeah, 2004.
All right. Thank you. The court's prepared to rule in this matter. The register of action indicates that you were personally served with summons and complaint on November 20, 2006. On April 17th of 2007, judgment by default was entered against you. That judgment, which lives for 10 years, was renewed again on September 6th of 2016. We are still inside of that 10-year period. Michigan Court Rule 3.101K specifically provides you may not use the objection to garnishment as a method of saying there's something wrong with the underlying judgment. In this case, it appears to the court a judgment has been entered, a valid judgment, and that judgment has been renewed. Having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment, sir, your objection to garnishment must be denied. Just for your information, the way the garnishment proceeding works, the plaintiff, the person who has a judgment against you, they don't come to you. They go to an employer, a bank, or someplace that they think has money, who is that called the garnishee defendant. It is the obligation of the garnishee defendant, when served by a writ of garnishment, to do several things. One of those things is to file a response. Yes, I have money that belongs to Mr. Williams, or no, I do not. And it is also the obligation of the garnishee defendant, not the plaintiff, to advise you that you are being garnished. Having failed to state a valid objection to garnishment, your objection to garnishment must be denied. Sir, you have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected within 21 days today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. The court will send out to both you gentlemen today an order denying the objection to garnishment. Thank you for coming in. We are off.
Your
What is
Honor,
it, sir?
I cannot afford I only make 30,000 a year. I can't afford 250 a week, Your Honor. I have
Sir,
a young.
if you want to file a motion for installment payments, you can do that, but that's not in front of the court today. Only matter before the court today is your objection to garnishment. Thank you for coming in. We're off the record.
We're gonna file.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bankruptcy.
Hello?
Hello, what is your name?
Yes, my name is Gloria Gomez. I have court at 11.
I'm sorry?
Yes, my name is Gloria Gomez. I have court at 11.
Well, ma'am, you're a little bit early. I'll put you back in the waiting room. We're still doing our objection.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it's at 539, the room.
Yeah, you're in the correct room, but you're early. We'll call you at 11 o'clock.
Okay, I'll be waiting. Okay, put me away. Thank you.
Okay, I'll put you back in the waiting room. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. What is your name?
Jasmine Bryce.
We are on the record calling file number 161233330. The file is entitled LVNV Funding versus Jasmine Bryce. This matter is scheduled for hearing today at 10 o'clock on defendant's objection to garnishment. It's now 10:30. Plaintiff has failed to appear. Ma'am, you are the moving party. What is the basis of your objection to garnishment?
I had spoke with them April 5th. I had called them directly to let them know I did not do that, and I wanted them to send me out an affidavit. They never sent it. They told me 5 business days tops. Here we are at the court date now. Not to mention, on top of that, I'm actually dealing with a hardship. I just lost my father and my grandmother. And I just feel like I shouldn't have to pay this because I didn't do it, but I thought they was going to send out the affidavit and they never sent it. So I don't know. So here we are today.
Yes, ma'am. Here we are. I'm going to proceed even though the plaintiff is not here. Ma'am, the record indicates that you were personally served with summons and complaint on January 7th, 2017 at the same address that you used on today's pleading for your objection to garnishment. When you failed to answer, a default judgment was entered against you on December 7th, 2017. That judgment is still valid. Financial hardship is something we all understand, but it's not a valid basis for an objection to garnishment. Michigan Court Rule 3.101K specifically provides you cannot use the objection to garnishment to say there's something wrong with the underlying judgment. You have therefore failed to state a valid objection to garnishment, and that objection must be denied. You, of course, have an absolute right to appeal my decision. That appeal must be perfected in 21 days today in the Wayne County Circuit Court. Court will send out an order to you today. Thank you for coming in. We are off the record.
About it is that you can be decked out no matter what season it is, because the government are insured. Yet, for Sunday, one's in the 49. He got his input in thousand. Well, they're both very high quality products. This is not something lightweight. Screen print. You have the logo that's actually color. And maybe this insurance as well. They want to know your favorite drink from Ulster. My friend Christina, who's telling me that it's
Ma'am, can I help you?
Yes, I'm so, we disconnected. So, or are you saying that I have to, pay them back? I mean, I have to pay them?
What I'm saying, ma'am, the only thing I'm saying is that your objection to garnishment is not valid.
Okay.
That's the only matter before me today. That's the only decision I'm making.
Oh, okay. So going forward, how do I mean, so do I reach back out to, I mean, because they gonna still garnish my stuff, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm basically trying to work out something. Like I'm trying to either I thought they was going to show up. I just did something like this in January with another company, and now I'm stuck with paying them $100 a month. So I thought this court date was going to be the same way, and other people was going to show up, and something was going to be able to be worked out.
All this
I'm
is
not
an
in a
objection to
position to
garnishment.
where, huh?
All this is an objection to garnishment. That's all before me. If you want to file a motion for installment payments, you can do that. If you want to call the other side, you can do that. But the only matter before me for decision was your objection to garnishment.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, I just thought that as the judge, I thought you was gonna probably, rule it out, and either say I have to pay this amount or something like that.
The objection to garnishment is either valid or it's invalid. That's all, ma'am. Thank you for coming in.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, well.
Hey, Bill, Dave Robinson, picking up your message. I'll walk down the hall and talk to you. Thanks. Bye-bye.
John Williams wrote the music, and that is the music of the film Star Wars. John Williams, one of so many people's favorite composers. He's on the board here as we ask people to send us their three favorite top composers. John's weekly is manning the leaderboard, and we're waiting to hear from you today. We heard from Jane, by the way, in South Bay, Michigan. Thank you, Jane, for calling in this morning, and also we've heard from Kevin in Clawson, Michigan. Thank you, Kevin, for calling in today. Yeah, some people have not given us their favorite choices. I guess down to even us to kind of pick things for them, which is okay because we got a pretty big playlist out there. We do. I mean, there's Beethoven, there's Mozart, there's Brahms, there's Tchaikovsky. You name it, we play it. You know, I mean, there's just so much in the way of great music, both the Baroque era, the Romance era. You know, there's a number of different composers, so many different selections that we play, and even American classical jazz. You know, we have that as well, and that's one thing that I think definitely attracted me to the radio station back in 2005, and has attracted so many people since then, as well as so many other new people that have come on board, is the fact that we play great music 24/7. Whether it's 14 hours of classical a day or 10 hours of jazz, we're here for you 24/7. We entertain, we inform, we educate, always learning something new when I listen to WRCJ. And it's very much worth it to me, and I know that this to you as well. 866-909-9725. Make that call right now. I got one of our great thank you gifts. Maybe it's the flavor of a Mozart. Just $40 a year. It's $3.33 a month. We also have the 100 Mozart 6 CD set. Whenever you expect from Mozart, your faves, it's on that 6 CDs. As for a membership of $10, bundle them together. We'll send you the Playmobil Mozart and the 6 CDs. $150. Mozart will smile. We will smile. We will smile. 866-909-9725. You know, from Mozart, we go to Memphis. He took a trip to Italy in 1826 and planned a tour of Europe. David studies since we were talking about. And he was inspired to capture his impressions in music. And when he wrote his Italian symphony, but we had a second movement, and they symphony number 4, and a major, the Italian symphony by BBC here on the radio. Do you vote for Mendelssohn? You can. We can be one of your top 3. So let's hear from you. 866-909-9725. Good morning to John's Deacon, the Z-Man. And I want to say, John, I think I said this to you before. Yes, sir. Of all the people I've worked with in the broadcasting business, you, that is a fine compliment. I mean it. I know. I mean that from the heart. It's really just right out there. I thought I'd share them with you and with our audience too. And I have a compliment right back at you, okay, for all the people that I have worked with in my career in radio. That's right. I'm surprised you're still one of them. Yeah, so and so are so many other things. It's true. So many people that manage us start right there. Yeah, so they can say him of all, but he's still around. 866-909-9725. I'm around because, and thanks to you and your support of WRCJ and work in this, that the music is that we get to enjoy together each and every day. Your calls and place for live commercial food, classical and jazz to the community 24/7. One of the things that WRCJ does, one particular problem, is the fact that we're the voice of so many arts organizations here. We broadcast the in-person New Yorkers Friday morning concerts. We broadcast, we have broadcast, and we continue to broadcast the entire season of the Toronto Opera. And then so many fine organizations, Mission Fall Ann Arbor Symphony, and also sharing tickets with our fine underwriters for these concerts. We tell scholars coming to St. Anne's Church on Saturday nights. And so many things going on. Thanks to the people that support WRCJ, we're here fun. That's right. And that's the great thing about making that sustaining pledge to 866-909-9725. You can spread that good news all year long. And think about it this way, folks. Everybody has a passion or a love for classical music. Many people have the same feeling for jazz. Many people love both. And it's perfectly okay. I mean, if you donate $5 a month, we're not going to hold you any less than anybody who donates $1,000 now. It's everybody is a welcome and valued member of the family. And when you think about it, your donation supports the DSO. It supports the A2SO. It supports Detroit Opera, at least indirectly, because we are the channel, shall we say, that these organizations rely on to get the word out about what they're doing in the community. So indirectly, you're supporting a whole great big network of musicians and actors and actresses and theatrical people and so on and so forth with your pledge of support. And that's one of the great things here that we do just so well. And we do it because you believe in it. And you've been believing in it for 17 years and hopefully for at least 17 more. But you got to make that phone call, my friends. Do it right now. 866-909-9725. We heard from Claudine at Farmington Hills. She has voted for Smack My Great Employment. Thank you, because someone said that one of the favorite composers is Stevie. Fields. Thank you, Claudine. Where can I figure out who that is? Only the brain trust we have here. Honestly, right? Yeah. The smoke rising is a written word. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out, buddy. By the way, I want to remind people that you can become the base sponsor. What Dean has, And a day sponsor means that we're gonna do, we're gonna have your special day. There's only one day sponsor a day. Pretty much you can't have that message and read it throughout the day. And you made a remember birthday, a special occasion, maybe you've got a graduate that's ready to launch here. That's gonna happen, you know, that's a couple of months, people are graduating. So that's a great way to honor someone. Honor your significant other. In the day sponsorship, you decide what the message is. WCN. That's it, yeah. But, you know, that is why you're so genuine. They have, that's right. WCN, father of the blues, yeah. Why did I get that? You know what, when I figured it out, I said the same thing. Thank you, Buddy. You haven't seen any. Is he on the if not, I will. Yeah, John is going to the leaderboard. I don't think he is. No. That you are here today, sir, to be able to do it. This is a wonderful thing. Oh, look, right? There's a funny work that's after turning on here. I want to have that. 866-909-975. Here's the other one, stuff.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
What is your
Hello?
name? What is your name, ma'am?
Gloria,
Tell me again.
Gloria Gomez.
Okay, I don't have the other side as of yet. Put you back in the waiting room. Hang
Okay, I
on.
have coordinator 11. Excuse me.
Yeah, I know.
Hello?
They aren't here yet. I understand. I'll put you back in the waiting.
Okay, what are we waiting for?
The other side. I'll get
Oh,
back.
the Jalen hasn't appeared?
Not as of yet. No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.
2327.
There, Jan's Alias, which I'm not thinking for others, right here from 90.9 FM. The portrait of the artist is directed by the portrait and Frank Lucy, presented with the author, host of the show Blind Party, and an exceptional con enthusiast, Tom Connors, presenting stories in steel, Saturday, April 22nd at 6 p.m. And the museum will offer a selection of rare unfree books about topics to the autograph and the picture. Information available at events or 313-372. Salad, college, and presenting classics for 1728. Information is available at ACSA.
Hi, I'm Janice Mara Downs. When I'm not traveling around the country on one avenue or another, I'm listening to my favorite radio station, WRCJ-FM, H200, Detroit.
Cinderella. Just one shoes. Cinderella was assured by Rossini. You know, and the Rossini version of the opera. They're listening to people. There wasn't a fairy godmother. There's a fairy godfather. That's right. Looked like Marlon Brando. Someday I may ask you to do something. That was cool. I love the Rossini version. We had to go with the Cinderella in Italia, la Cenerentola. I don't think the word is good. Rossini's on the board. He's one of your favorite composers because people have called him and told us. Right? There's three favorite composers right here at WRC Fair during our spring membership project. And you can do that right now. 866-909-9725. Good morning to John. Good morning, Dave Wagner. How are you? And doing well indeed, slowly looking forward to hearing from people today and finding out which thing you get that they would like as the thing of the things on the dashboard. Will be down, will it be the things of the socks, will it be the plane, will it be the Monstars, will it be the Monstars best 102 6 set, or will it be? And I talked about this. Emergency prank radio, I'm going to tell you, that's a very popular gift. Thank you, gift that we've been offering. I have one. I use it. I love it. It definitely came in handy during the ice storm that we had. But once I've had like that, so did you this time? I did not, luckily, but I had those friends who did, and it's amazing. Right in the same meeting. Oh yeah, I have. Sometimes it's right across the street. Yeah. But with this emergency prank radio, you can charge your phone with it. It has a flashlight. You can listen to WRCJ. You can also pick up emergency weather broadcasts on KEC 63, the National Weather Service station. Yeah, from White Lake. From White Lake, and of course, Environment Canada also has podcasts as well. So it's a great gift and a great thing not only to have home, but if you have perhaps a child that's going to college, or you have an elderly relative that lives maybe far away, they can be prepared with whatever Mother Nature is going to throw at us. So it's a great and practical gift. Wind it up, let it go, get it under the lamp or the sunlight. It's just, I can't speak highly enough about it. That's how much I believe in what it is. And it's available at the $150 minimum. You can make one that's a standing member, $12. Yeah, expensive. A month, and that you'll be ready for whatever happens the next time. No, I totally agree with you. And whether it's an emergency or not, Johnson, oftentimes I'll turn on the weather band, and like you said, it's 162.55. That's right, megahertz. But you need to remember this is the dial there, and no matter where you are, whether you're in Ontario, as we mentioned, the broadcast from Weather Ontario, Environment Canada, that's right, or the stations here in the United States. They're throughout the United States, the National Oceanic and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has these radio stations. So if I'm going to go out, I'm planning something to do on a spring or summer day, I'm going to keep it on. That's true. And see what the weather is going to be like for when traveling. And see what it's like to drive to the west side of the state. We've got one type of weather here, and even in late spring, they can have some snowstorms, or some kind of weather because it's so close to Lake Michigan. They get the lake effect weather all the time. So yeah, I'll check it out with the weather and the radio. Everyone should have one of these. This is just, I think it's such a great idea. And you're going to find that you're used all the time. Yeah, not just in emergencies. We even have a gold one. You see it? Just, I mean, the one that we have the one number $50 of, that's red. This one is gold. It's like a gold radio. I mean, you put the weather band on and you get something out. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm very. Just the other day, someone said, "Whatever happened to Cousin Ethan?" And that's the part. See, you need to look at me. No, I expect England. I can't take you serious. You know that. I've never taken you serious. Okay. You've never taken me but once. Yeah. You would have let me sit at a pool kid table when you were in high school. I kept it all fine. That's I don't get it. 866-909-97. And now I find out that you was with because you know you were listening to a podcast. Yeah, I don't know. Bought something. I bought something in German. I like in sour salad. That goes well with pop. It doesn't. Oh, yeah, we stay right there. Mix them together. And we'd like you to mix together some of our thank you this year. I mean, you know, you don't have to just get one. You can get the emergency Frankfurt or number of emergency. Whatever works for you, works for us. Here's the number. That's your computer. 866-909-9725. So spring. Somehow I know he was just a big baseball fan. I mean, he loves spring training. That's the spring training symphony for the symphony, spring symphony. I know. We play that here for you on the radio, 866 909 9725. I suppose phone number here at the radio station. Time for you to call in and show your love. Your station, my friends, music today. I'm very glad you're here. Johnson, it's been so great to hear there's some many people this morning. John, you've been checking things out for people and keeping track of the leaderboard and making sure that the keep up with everyone's favorite composers here. As we're asking people to tell us your free faith this morning during our spring lunch. How are you? I'm great. You know, it's National Hanging Out Day. No kidding. We talked about Banana Day. Stay out of the garden. National Hanging Out Day. You want to do, so here's the deal. Yeah. You eat bananas and garlic. You want to hang out. Well, I mean, you know, for you, I'm so touched. I'm so touched with your devotions. 866-909-9725. Our spring membership drive makes it possible for us to be here and hang out with you all day. I love the fact that so many people write and say, you know, a lot of people work when they have attendance schedule, and when they're home, they have WRCK on all day as their constant companion. I know I do, you know, in my studio at home, I always have it on, we have it on in the car. You know, it's one of these great assets of living in Metro Detroit, you know, is being able to tune in and hear great music and great, you know, education, and of course get a few laughs, you know, along the way, whether it's classical or jazz, but, you know, think, folks, you know, you just don't get that anywhere else. You really don't. I mean, this is such a unique operation that we have here, and we've been on the air for 17 years because so many of you feel the same way. And if you do, we would love to hear from you. 866-909-9725, or you could be like Stephanie in Grosse Pointe Farms and Judy in St. Clair Shores. Go to WRCJFM.org and make your pledge online. And you can do so securely. And as well, take a look at a lot of the thank you gifts. We have so many of them, Dave, are new. That's right. Yes, we have our table with Mozart. That's a gift of $40 a year, $3.33 a month. If they want to think of it on a monthly basis, the 100 and best Mozart works at all times on a 6-CD set. How are they able to decide? Well, they narrowed it down to 6 CDs, and you got about 8.5 hours of music there. That is for a gift of $10. But bundle them together with the Mozart bundle. The plan will be a Mozart violin, bass code. There's a multi-bundle shoes, and then the 100 best Mozart 6 CD set for a membership of $150. Dave and Nancy in one. You know, we were talking about working from home and having the radio. A lot of people, maybe the people that do have to leave, and maybe a lot of people use the radio on for their feelings and because it has been proven that that classical music is relaxing and enjoying. Hey, if it works for us two-legged folks, it works for your four-legged folks too. So a lot of people do. That's very true. I had a pet in family that I had babysit, for lack of a better term, several years ago. And when I had to leave the house, I would read WRCJ on and she would be fine. Yeah, mainly because listening to you, but well, thank you.
Hello?
Hello? We are
Yes,
on
hello. Yes,
calling
here.
file number 22242-932, Gloria Gomez
Yes.
versus Jalen Hartville. What is your name?
Yes. My name is Gloria Gomez.
Ms. Gomez, were you able to serve Mr. Hartville for today's examination?
They went to his house, but they didn't find him. And the address, I believe, the address, they so many times, and he has, well, obviously, I won the case already, but he doesn't want to pay up. I don't know why. He was supposed to pay over $2,000.
All right, but
And
you were
then
not
so
able, you were not able to serve him. Is that what you're telling me?
well, the lady said she went, but she didn't find him, so she didn't
Okay, she
wasn't
didn't
able to
find
serve him. So
Okay. Then the court will quash the subpoena. And if you want to try it again, you can try another date, but we'll let it go. But you can't, if you didn't subpoena him, you can't require him to be at court today. So I'll quash the subpoena, and if you want to try it again, you may file another subpoena. Thank you, ma'am.
excuse me, hello.
Yes,
Yes, I went to the post office, like the man told me from the 36th District Court. I went to the post office and I did have a address. What do you call that thing when you send, and I sent it to the court from the post office where he lives.
well, ma'am, again, it is your obligation to serve the defendant with the subpoena, and it didn't happen this time. If you want to try it again, you may do so. The court will quash the subpoena for today. Thank you for coming in.
Hello, so they're gonna send me another paperwork?
No, ma'am. You have to start it to get processed again. You had a date, the court gave you a date, and you didn't serve the other side. This is your obligation, ma'am, not the court's.
No, I know, but I understand, but I already won the case. The case is won already.
Well, ma'am, you already have your judgment, but you're trying to collect it. And that requires you to
Yes.
take affirmative steps. And you are required to subpoena the defendant, and you didn't get that done. So that's up to you, ma'am.
So
Okay.
now what do I do?
Ma'am, I can't give
Do
you
another-
legal advice. If you
No,
want
do I do another motion? Another motion?
Ma'am, again, I can't give you legal advice. If you want to try to do another show cause and serve him, that's up to you. But I can't tell you what to do, ma'am. I'm not your lawyer.
Okay, I'm gonna do that again then. I'll do
Ma'am.
that again.
It's up to you, but you must serve him. It's not merely a matter of filing. Thank you, ma'am, for coming in. We're off the record. All right, we're calling file number 1914568 HS Financial Group versus Todd Juniors. This matter scheduled for debtor's examination today at 11 o'clock. No one appeared. Subpoena will be quashed. Calling file 201431118 Auto Advance of America versus Jamila Williams. This matter scheduled for debtor's examination at 11 o'clock. No one appeared. The subpoena will be quashed. Calling file number 2014547 Auto Advance of America versus Mario Chang Charles Owens. This matter scheduled for debtor's examination at 11 o'clock today. No one appeared. The subpoena will be quashed. Calling file number 201465556 Auto Advance of America versus Manuel Daoud Suleiman. This matter scheduled for debtor's examination at 11 o'clock today. No one appeared. Subpoena will be quashed.